We go right from him into our next guest, Brianna Chickenfry. What's happening?
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing well. Is this is this a little early for you?
This is the earliest I've gotten up in a while. So thank you for getting me up this morning, actually.
Well, I appreciate it. I figured that might be the answer. Typically at our office, I know that it runs a little bit later than most offices, but
Yeah.
I got
coming to work at like 12.
right. Yeah, I got my puppy and everything like that. That gets me up at the crack ass of dawn. So I figured, hey, why not do this show? But
Yeah,
how's a Barstool Life been for you? What's this last year been like? Tell me about it.
It's been pretty good. First of all, congrats on like a year at Barstool.
Oh, thanks. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's just fucking. I mean, the pandemic, obviously, but
we just joined. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah.
But it's been pretty insane. I started a bunch of new stuff. Being in the office, I feel has helped me a lot because when I was in college, I was kind of slacking off. I wasn't really doing anything, but getting into the hang of it. New York just kind of sucks right now. So
you've been pretty vocal about that. You're not enjoying the big city, huh?
I'm really not. I kind of hate it, and I thought I would love it, but I know it's because of COVID.
Yeah, a little bit different. So for those who don't know, so you're from Ohio? You went to school in Ohio?
I'm from Boston, but I went to school in Ohio, yeah.
That's right, because you're you're proud to be a masshole, right?
Yeah, proud masshole, but I did end up in Ohio, and it was an experience. I've never really been to the Midwest before, so it was different.
So everybody else is like holding doors open for you, and then you're kind of like, hey, fuck off.
It was crazy. Everyone was I was like mind blown at how nice everyone was compared to Boston.
Yeah. And I haven't been out to Boston, so I can't even speak on that. But, I've had that experience going out to New York where I tell somebody to have a good day, or like I said, hold the door open for me, and they look at me like I got 6 dicks on my head. So
yeah, you have to be an asshole here, or you don't fit in. It's crazy.
Right. So what's the plan for St. Patty's Day? Is this a big day for you typically?
Typically, yes. Like it's usually big. Like the St. Patty's Day parade is like top 10 times to be drunk for me. It's like awesome. But now it's like, do I even celebrate? Like, are you going to celebrate St. Patty's Day today?
I mean, I was talking about it in the open of the show. Like, it's always, I don't know what it's like out in Boston or in Ohio, but like it seems like in Indy, every St. Patty's Day, it is always super shitty weather. Like it's like kind of a spitty rain and like overcast. And so I don't know. It's like that right now. And I might pop open something here on my own, but it's kind of tough to go out on a Wednesday when the weather's shitty.
It's a Wednesday too, which sucks. Like if it was a Friday, it's an excuse to just absolutely have so much fun, but it's a Wednesday.
So if it's a Wednesday, do you think are both weekends or the tail end weekends all right?
That's what I was trying to figure out. So a lot of people did last weekend, and I was like, I thought I would figure you do it the weekend after, but then it's like over. But everyone's celebrating both weekends this year, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I figured, when it does land in the middle of the week like that, it makes it easy to where, okay, I'm not going to do in the middle of the week.
To do both weekends.
Both weekends, is it hard for you to always, like, I feel like, with your brand and, you're hungover and you generate, like, is it hard to kind of feel like shit all the time physically?
Honestly, yes, it's been taking a toll on my body. A lot of people think I'm like actually just drunk 24/7, but I only have time to drink on the weekends. But when I do, I have to go hard so that I can make sure my brand is still there, So it's kind of getting sickening. Like I need to take a little bit of a detox or a little break, but I'm only 21, so I guess I should just live it up.
Man, that's wild. Yeah, I forgot about that. I mean, you turned 21 in like the worst year of all years to turn 21.
I turned 21 in June when the pandemic was like full force, but I still ended up in Nashville somehow. And it was like the last week before we went to all the bars, and then the week after they shut everything down. So I think we were like the last hurrah of Nashville.
Nice. Okay. But you still feel like in terms of your 21st birthday, like you still feel fulfilled, Is it everything that you dreamed of, even with all that happening?
No, I did like the whole year. Like, I wanted to like go to clubs in New York City and like just like be the 21-year-old and finally have not to worry about my fake ID, but I guess maybe next year.
At what age did you first get the fake ID?
Oh God. I first tried to get one. I got scammed, got all my money taken when I was 17. And then I finally got a real one the same year and got taken. It was like paper thin, got taken away the first time I tried to use it. I ended up having like 7, and like 2 of them were real people, and it was just identity theft.
Oh God.
Yeah.
17, I mean,
but they worked.
Yeah, that's, everywhere's, pre-COVID, everywhere's trying to get ladies in, so,
Yeah.
17, 18, no big deal. Damn, do you mean, like, were you never a house party person, or you just always were trying to, get?
No, I liked house parties, and I think I started partying too young, where the house parties like got old, and it was like, I'm only 18, but I feel like I need to be at the bars type of thing. I think I just started too young, and now I'm like kind of done with it.
Done with the house parties?
I'm done with just like being a party animal. Like it feels like I'm old now.
See, this is kind of the more I hear you say those kind of things, like I feel like it's kind of we're on the same wavelength with 2 different things, because like I feel like everybody to me always is like, oh, you could like do this voice or do this impression, you know what I mean? And I'm like, like okay, and then in you, it's like, yeah, it's part of your brand.
Got a party.
Hey, like I host other shit. Like I don't just like drink all the time.
I know it does get frustrating when it's like I do so many other things, but the one thing people want to see is like that crazy fucking party animal, and it's like sometimes just want to be a little bit relaxed and like chill, listen to my other stuff.
And then here I am asking you to come on and talk about top 5 drunks. So.
Yeah, no, but I still love this shit. I still love it. Don't get me wrong.
I know you've been fairly open on playing Brie Uncut, your show, and social media about long distance relationships. How's that going for you?
It's going. It's definitely a lot harder than you would think. You seem like I thought it would be a walk in the park. We'd visit each other every month and we'd end up being fine. But when real life gets in the mix of it, and a job and trying to do all this content all the time, it sucks. It's harder than most people think. Yeah.
So you're still together though?
Yeah, I'm actually going to Ohio tomorrow. So we're going to try to hash things out and make it all work.
Oh, all right. So a little long weekend in Ohio for St. Patty's?
Yeah, I'll be there this weekend. And Ohio's kind of like open right now in terms of like COVID. So
yeah, no, same with Indy. And I mean, we have the tournament, the NCAA tournament here. So like they kind of bumped it up to really like no rules. They want, people to
they want to make money.
yeah, no, exactly, right. Yeah, it's funny. Like, you can't get COVID when the tournament's in town because
gotta make that money.
Right, exactly. But I think obviously the Midwest, besides Chicago, probably.
Yeah,
I think you'd probably be good out there in Ohio. What's your? I know that you have the drink that when you're hungover, the blue
raspberry colada. Yeah.
Blue raspberry colada. That's what it's called.
Dunkin'.
Goddamn, I haven't tried it, but I see all the posts and the stories. It looks good.
I swear, if there's like one time, like here's what I do when I'm hungover. I measure my hangover off the size that I'm gonna get. So if it's like it's not a bad hangover, I get a small. If it's I get a medium, and if it's bad, I'll get a large. And I think it's like kind of mixed with the placebo thing. I think it's doing something, but it's really not. But it's just like cold and it tastes good and it's life changing.
So are we going to see, I know that one of the D'Amelio sisters had their own Dunkin' thing. Are we going to, all this pub,
I know.
We got to have a chicken fried deal, right?
It's not even fair. Like I started a whole blue raspberry colada movement, and they sent me like a candle, and they sent me like beer, Dunkin' beer. Like, come on, give me something. Give me a brand deal or something.
Wait, Dunkin' Donuts has beer?
They did a collab with Harpoon, and they sent me all those, and they were disgusting.
I don't know. I mean, there's not really any way that you could probably calculate all the money that you've made them by pushing that. But I mean,
I know. I guess it's kind of my fault. I did the free advertisement, and they were like, "Why should we pay this girl? She's just doing it for free anyway."
That's a good call. So I just saw that you hit 700,000 followers on TikTok.
Yes, just hit 700K on TikTok. It's crazy.
Congrats. That's
Thank
a very
you.
big number.
You know what's crazy? It's not big on TikTok. Like those numbers are like, on TikTok. It's nuts.
TikTok is insane. It really is. And it's like, at what point did you know, okay, TikTok is my avenue here? Like this is here. We're going with this.
I think once I hit 100K, because I was like, oh, I'm still growing. Because at first I was kind of joke, and I thought I would just like max out at 20K followers.
Yeah.
And then people like actually, when people started commenting, asking for more, I was like, oh, people actually want to see me. So I kind of just went with it. But it's kind of turning into a job more than fun, which is crazy because all the D'Amelio sisters are saying the same thing. They like don't want to do TikTok anymore.
Turn into reality TV and everything like that, right?
Yeah, and
they're moving to the next minute.
Yeah, it's crazy. But TikTok is so sensitive. Like you can't do anything without people mad at you in the comments. So it's kind of like it's way different than Barstool.
I haven't reached that point on TikTok. That's like me on Twitter. Like if I make any joke or anything on Twitter, like no matter what the joke or what the hell it is, there's always somebody that has like something to bitch about. Mm-hmm. I haven't reached that point on TikTok yet. So to me, TikTok's kind of a safe space still. So it's interesting.
Until you hit, that's how I felt until maybe like 2 months ago when I hit that barrier where my videos were like pushed on everyone's For You page. So it's not just the people that want to see your videos. It's like random people seeing them. And it takes a turn for the worst. So just buckle in.
Or I'll just stay right where I am, and I just won't ever.
Yeah, I wish I stayed there. I wish I stayed at that like complacent, everyone loves me type of thing, and now I'm just thrown into the wolves.
So I know we've talked about it. I remember I messaged you just because you were posting a few messages that you had gotten from people online, and I know that I've gone. Most people, probably all people who work at Barstool or have a following online have gone through it. How has that been? Dealing with that. Is it getting easier for you, or is it still just kind of like, fuck, this is hard?
Yeah, I think it will always suck. I try to look at it on the side of the bigger you get, the more hate you're gonna get. So it's like if I'm getting more hate, I am growing, I am getting bigger. Like it's kind of a plus. Like when you get bigger, you're gonna have more eyes on you, more people that say stuff. But it does just suck when people who don't even know you try to make you into this character that you're not, and it does get to you. Like sometimes I'm like, fuck, am I this person that people are saying I am when I don't even think I am,
And then with all your friends and everything, I mean, most of your friends, I'm sure, just kind of typical college kids, and they don't have to deal with it. But I know at least something with me is like, a lot of my buddies, like my wife and stuff, will be like, oh, why do you let him get to you? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's so easy for you to say.
It's so easy.
It's not happening to you.
Mm-hmm. It's so much easier for someone who doesn't experience it to be like, you're fine. It's just someone on the internet. But it's like, okay, but they're coming at me all the time. They're making me think differently of myself. Whenever you have someone saying something negative about you, it's going to hurt you. And imagine it being so many people on the internet.
Yeah. And then, it always gets me, like, for me too, it like my buddies will always like say that to me, but then they're like the first people at the bar that, like, if a guy looks at them the wrong way, or like bumps into them, they're like, the fuck, dude? I'm just like, you know what I mean? I'm like, you can't handle this guy at the bar.
Yeah, imagine getting hundreds of thousands of hate comments like weekly. It's crazy. You could never handle it. I think it takes a specific and a special type of person to get through it. Like, I'll be surprised if a lot of people on TikTok right now make it, like, through all the hate. I think it was even hard for me to make it this far.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. So, I mean, Jesus Christ, 21 right now, working at Barstool, hosting all these shows. You got 700,000 followers on TikTok. I mean, just light years, from where I was when I was 21. So let's say when you're 27, I'm 27.
Mhm.
Let's say when you're 27, where's Brianna Chickenfry? What do you want to be doing? What do you think you'll be doing?
Yeah, this is a question I actually ask myself every day because I'm like, I'm so young and I'm already doing everything I wanted to do. What the hell am I going to do when I'm older? I don't know. I think I just want to take it day by day. And I definitely want to kind of just turn into like an entrepreneur and eventually have my own business of some sorts, because I don't know if I can cling on to the social media life forever, because it really affects your mental health.
Yeah, for sure. I think about that. Like, one of my favorite actors is Adam Driver, and he's not on any social media at all. And I'm
Really?
like, I'm so jealous of that. Like in a way, it's like such a double-edged sword because for me and you, Brianna, it's we wouldn't be where we are without social media. But
Exactly.
it's like, fuck, let me get away from this sometime.
I know, but then it's like you can't, because that's your job, and it's like a whole battle within yourself. Like, what the fuck do I do?
Right. So when you go back to Ohio this weekend, are you just gonna like fucking run the streets?
I am going back to full college mode. I'm finishing all my work before this weekend, and I am putting my phone down and just
Nice.
getting like obliterated.
Nice. But also in terms of like you'll be a star there, right? I mean, everybody will be one.
No, I forgot. Yeah, I always forget that like people think of me as like someone cool. It's like weird that people like idolize us in a way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, probably lots of pictures and selfies and everything like that, I'd imagine. Yeah. I mean, it was funny actually. Now I'm glad I get to tell you this on the show in person. I was out at a bar in Indy a couple months ago, and I was meeting up with a buddy, and he was with one of his friends that had a group of girls with him. And they were probably, I don't know, 23 or so, something like that. And they were like, "Oh my God!" To me, they were like, in my head, I'm like, "Oh, not," but I was just like, "Oh, they're gonna ask about Barstool and like,
yeah."
And like the first two things, do you know Brianna Chickenfry and Alex Cooper? I was like, I mean, I don't know Alex Cooper because she's terrifying, but but I was like, yeah. Brianna, a little bit, yeah. And they were like, "Oh my God, I love her so much." So out here in Indy,
I know, it's crazy.
You got fans and everything like that. So
I love that. That makes me happy.
Yeah, no, it was super cool. What's your go-to drink? So this weekend, what are you gonna be like? I need that. Give me that.
I've been switching it up lately, but right now, blueberry vodka lemonade, it hits different. It's amazing.
Blueberry vodka.
It doesn't taste like alcohol, so it's just like a vodka lemonade. You can taste the vodka, but when it's blueberry vodka, it just tastes like a Capri Sun.
Okay, and then what kind of brand of vodka, if you can say, that doesn't affect you?
Probably Tito's. Oh yeah. No, it's the blueberry. Probably Stoli.
Stoli, I don't know if I've heard of that one.
It's like cheap shit, but it's like the only thing that's blueberry.
Have you reached a point? You probably haven't because you're so young, but I reached a point in my drinking life where it was like, okay, now I have these certain things that make it to where I kind of become a problem, and like I kind of like black out no matter like what happens. Have you found a drink that does that to you, or no?
I found a situation that does that to me, and it's brunch, because I wake up and we start so early, and I always, when I wake up early, I take my Adderall, and when I take my Adderall, I don't eat. So I'll drink all day for the brunch, and then I like 6 o'clock, lights out, no one's home. It's bad.
No food. You gotta have that sponge in there to soak it up,
I know. I gotta get better at brunch.
All right, so let's get into that then. I told you to have your top 5 best drunks. Times to be drunk. So let's start with number 5. We'll alternate. All right. So you start with number 5. Give me what you got.
Okay, number 5 actually for me was gonna be brunch. I love a good drunk brunch.
Drunk brunch when you black out.
Yeah.
Later on.
Sunday brunch. I love Sunday brunch.
Okay, so is that mimosa or?
Yeah, mimosa and maybe Bloody Marys, depending on the mood.
Man, I can't get into Bloody Marys.
Oh, you got it. I couldn't either, and then I learned to love them, and Jesus Christ, they were amazing.
But Okay, so I have tried them. So my mother-in-law and my wife are huge Bloody Mary people. And so I remember one time a couple months ago, I was like, we were having a Saturday get together. I was like, look, I'm doing the Bloody Mary thing. We're doing it. I'm trying it. They made them, and I had like, God, it gives me like a look just thinking about it. Like they made them, and I tried like 2 or 3 drinks, and just by the third one, I was just like, I just cannot do this.
I think it's like an acquired. It's thick. It's kind of a weird thing to be drinking. It's tomato juice.
Right, and that just at the end of the day, that's what got me.
That's what'll do it.
Yeah, my number 5, which hopefully you'll be experiencing tomorrow night. My number 5, college Thursday night. I mean, best deals. You know, everybody. It's just like it's the weekend, but it's not. You know, you don't give a shit about anything because it's like Thursday, even if you pass on Friday.
It's amazing. At my college, on Thursdays, they had $2 mixed drinks, and it was like heaven on earth.
Right. Problems. All right. 4.
Okay. I was thinking, and I think it goes well with what today is, St. Patty's Day parade. And like the time before COVID, that was like one of my favorite times to get drunk and just like be with my friends.
Right. And I'm sure, out in Boston, that's like that's a
huge. It's like cultural thing. If you don't do it, you're not cool.
Right. Yeah. So is it like in Boston, is it mostly like Irish pubs and stuff, or I've never been out there? Like what's the bar scene?
Yeah. Like? There's their fair share of Irish pubs, but now it's like gentrified, and it's like expensive, stupid bars, but it's still amazing.
Right. All right. 4th of July pool party during the day. Okay. Everybody's feeling patriotic and good. Great weather,
Amazing.
By the pool,
I love the 3rd of July too. It's fun.
What's that?
Do you celebrate the 3rd of July? That's what we do.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a big thing for I don't know if it's just a Massachusetts thing, but the 3rd of July is like our party day, and then the 4th of July is like you're with your family and cookout shit.
Huh. Okay. No, that makes sense. So it's kind of like the Blackout Wednesday and the Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. That makes sense because everybody has 4th of July off. Maybe not everybody has 3rd of July off.
Yeah.
I like it. Now we're okay. Good.
Okay. So my number, I would say the beach. When you're at the beach all day and you stay for sunset and you're sipping your last drinks and you're with your friends playing some music. Oh my God. That's getting me ready for summer.
Yeah. So you'd be going out to, you'd probably be able to be out at like the Hamptons and stuff fairly often in New York then, right?
Yeah, I hope so. I think we're going to try to get out there this summer.
I don't even know. Is I don't know. Is the Hamptons like?
I don't know either. I
feel like it's just like, oh, snobby.
I think so too. I just listened to Rhea and I just follow her lead because I don't know anything about New York.
Nice. There you go. That's a good person to have. My number 3, and I'm interested to see what you say about this, but it's a newcomer on my list, but it's one of my favorites. Okay. My number 3 is Christmas Eve.
That's actually one of my new favorites too.
Really?
In the past 3 years, my parents have gotten okay with me being like drunk in front of them. Nice. And my crazy family comes over and I can't be sober around my crazy family. So kind of in Christmas Eve drinking.
And it's just like, it's the best day. Like it's the perfect mix of like, you got Christmas tomorrow, you get the day off. Christmas is awesome. Like everybody's just so happy on Christmas Eve, like
the vibes are good.
The vibes are so good. They're immaculate, What? How do you say your last name?
LaPaglia.
LaPaglia. Italian?
Yeah.
So you got a big Italian family.
Yeah, big Italian crazy family.
Awesome. Let's see. Okay, we're vibing there on that. Number 2.
Okay, number 2, country concert in the summer.
Okay.
Are you not see? I know it's like a controversial thing to say country, but I low key love country music.
Not controversial. Not controversial. It just wasn't like you guys have like a big venue in Boston that
Fenway, and it's so fun.
Jesus Christ!
And you're on the field, and it's just like it's something like nothing else.
Who's not going to Fenway then? I mean, I do that. And I don't even like country music, but like in Indianapolis, they've changed its name like 6,000 fucking times. and it's just this big venue, like lawn venue, right? So it like has the stage and like the bowl down there, and then there's just like lawn seating, right? Leading up to the stage.
I have
And
one of those too.
So everybody would get like their lawn tickets back in high school and college. It was just an absolute shit show, and like it just wasn't ever for me.
Yeah.
Not a country guy. I didn't like.
I'm talking like you pay like for the tickets. You get good tickets. You're up close. And it's fun. It's not like a dirty lawn scene,
Yeah, exactly. Dirty lawn scene for sure. So, country, your favorite kind of music, or only like summertime?
No, strictly summer concerts is the only time I listen to it. Or on a boat.
Okay, I'm on a boat. Exactly. It's a very like wherever you are type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been, but my number 2, Wrigleyville Day baseball game up in Chicago.
Okay. No, I've never been.
Never been? You would like it. You would like. Have you been to Chicago?
I've been to Chicago, but only twice in the winter, and it was like brutally freezing that I couldn't really do anything.
Yeah,
I need to make it there in the summer.
Yeah, that's not the way to. You got to do that. Wrigleyville, it's just a neighborhood right around Wrigley Field. Where the Cubs play.
Yeah,
and it's just like bars after bars, and it's just awesome. Vibes are great. Yeah. All right, number 1. What do we got?
Okay. Number 1, I was thinking for a while, and I can't remember other times that I've been happy or drunk in sports championship parades, because I'm from Boston, so I've had quite a few. And I think I've been to like, 4 or 5, and it's just like a feeling like no other. I had to do it.
So classic Boston there. Wow.
Yeah.
So are you like a Sox and the Celtics and Pats fan, or do you not give a shit just about the parades?
I mean, the only sport like I really ever would watch is football, but I love going to Red Sox games, getting drunk. But the parades are it's really just about the people. Like I've never seen people so happy and just high five. You'd be walking down, high five. Like I love you too. It's just awesome.
You ever seen the movie Fever Pitch?
No.
Do you get asked that a lot?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. No, it's I don't know. I think Boston people hate it, but I like it because I like it.
I haven't seen it. Maybe I'll check it out.
My number 1, first outside drinking when it's over 60 degrees.
Ooh.
60.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's like 63 degrees maybe,
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. That's coming soon.
Yeah, we still haven't hit it. We're kind of like jumping the gun. We've gotten to where it's, at least in Indy, where it's like outside and it's the sun's out and it's maybe like 48, 50. And we're like, oh my God. But
yeah, it was 65 here last week, but now it's 30 degrees again. So.
New York has just been, that shit's crazy. Superman says chicken fry not wearing green. Ooh.
I know. I literally forgot, but I have orange on and there's green in my sweatshirt. So
green in the sweatshirt. As long as you have some. All right. Yeah. Brianna, thanks so much for waking up with me. It's super fun to chat with you, and love everything that you're doing. Of course, follow her, Brianna Chickenfry on TikTok, host of Plan Brie Uncut, Because We Got High with Rhea and Kelly Keegs, doing a bunch of great stuff. So have fun in Ohio with your mans and live it up this weekend. All right.
Thank you. I will. Thank you so much for waking me up. This was a good way to wake up.
Awesome.